All right, we about to get into this joint, man. This right here is Dancing with the Devil by Immortal Technique. So we about to see what this is about. They said I should have knew this already, but I have not heard it. I have not, I don't know who this is or a group, whatever the fuck this is about. We about to see what it is because they said this is a historic track from the 90s. Even though I wasn't listening to music in the 90s, but this is from the 90s. But now let's get into it. Make sure that y'all like this video and make sure that y'all subscribe before y'all get up out of here. This is the last joint of tonight, and then we're gonna do a whole bunch of uploads tomorrow. But let me know what y'all think as well. We about to get into it.
I once knew a nigga whose real name was William. His primary concern was making a million, being the illest hustler that the world ever seen. He used to fuck movie stars and sniff coke in his dreams. A corrupted young mind at the
He said he used to fuck superstars and sniff coke in his dreams. Hey, yo, chill out.
age of 13, nigga never had a father and his mom was a fiend. She put the pipe down, but for every year she was sober. Her son's heart simultaneously grew colder. He started hanging out, selling bags in the projects, checking the young chicks looking for hit and run prospects. He was fascinated by material objects, but he understood money never bought respect. He built a reputation cause he could hustle and steal, but got locked once and didn't hesitate to squeal. So criminals
Hold on, he was out there tough as hell. It was super quick to tell. Hey, cold-blooded. He's up there trying to get his rep up and snitch. Whoa. Whoa.
material objects, but he understood money never bought respect. He built a reputation cause he could hustle and steal, but got locked once and didn't hesitate to squeal. So criminals he chilled with didn't think he was real. You see, me and niggas like this have never been equal. I don't project my insecurities on other people. He fiended for props like addicts with pipes and needles, and so he felt he had to prove to everyone he was evil. A feeble-minded young man with infinite potential, the product of a ghetto-bred capitalistic mental. Coincidentally dropped out of school to sell weed, dancing with the devil, smoked until his eyes would bleed. But he was sick of selling trees and gave in to his greed.
Okay.
Everyone trying to be trife never faced the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga
You probably only did a month for minor offenses, bro. Or God, you did.
doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be gods, angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So Billy started robbing niggas, anything he could do to get his respect back in the eyes of his crew. Starting fights over little shit up on the block. Stepped up to selling mothers and brothers to crack rock. Working overtime, making money for the crack spot. Hit the jackpot and wanted to move up to cocaine. Fulfilling the Scarface fantasy stuck in his brain. Tired of the block niggas treating him the same. He wanted to be major like the cutthroats and the thugs. But when he tried to step to him, niggas showed him no love. They told him any motherfucking coward can sell drugs. Any bitch nigga with a gun can bust slugs. Any nigga with
Ain't that the honest to God truth? The most bitch niggas, they get them a gun, they think they is motherfucking John Wick. On God, relax.
a red shirt can front like a blood. Even Puffy smoked the motherfucker up in the club. But only a real thug can stab someone till they die. Standing in front of them, staring straight into their eyes. Billy realized that these men were well guarded, and they wanted to test him before business started. Suggested raping a bitch to prove he was cold-hearted. So now he had a choice between going back to his life or making money with made men. Up in the sight, his dreams about cars and ice made him agree a hardcore nigga is all he ever wanted to be. And so he met them Friday night at 2:45.
Okay.
Everyone trying to be trife never face the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be gods, angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot.
Oh God.
drove around the project slow while it was raining, smoking blunts, drinking and joking for entertainment, until they saw a woman on the street walking alone, 3 in the morning, coming back from work on the way home, and so they quietly got out the...
Hey, his storytelling ability is on 10. On God. Real shit.
car and followed her, walking through the projects. The darkness swallowed her. They wrapped her shirt around their head and knocked her onto the floor. This is it, kid. Now you got your chance to be raw. So Billy yoked her up and grabbed the chick by the hair and dragged her into a lobby that had nobody there. She struggled hard, but they forced her to go up the stairs. They got to the roof and then held her down on the ground, screaming, "Shut the fuck up and stop moving around." The shirt covered her face, but she screamed and clawed. So Billy stomped on the bitch till he broke in her jaw. Them dirty bastards knew exactly what they were doing. They kicked her until they cracked her ribs and she stopped moving. Blood leaking through the cloth, she cried silently. And then they all proceeded to rape her violently. Billy was made to go.
Bro, I hope he just making this shit up. He talking about, I think first he was talking about homicides and now he talking about rapes and shit. Bro, I know the name is made up, but this story gotta be made up too, bro. This is wild.
First, but each of them took a turn, ripping her up and choking her until her throat burned. Her broken jaw mumbled for God, but they weren't concerned. When they were done and she was lying bloody, broken and bruised, one of them niggas pulled out a brand new 22. They told him that she was a witness for what she'd gone through, and if he killed her, he was guaranteed a spot in the crew. He thought about it for a minute, she was practically dead, and so he leaned over and put the gun right to her head.
Boys would do anything to be down. Oh, holy shit.
Go ahead. I'm falling and I can't turn back. I'm falling and I can't turn back. Right before he pulled the trigger and ended her life, he thought about the cocaine with the platinum and ice, and he felt strong standing along with his new brothers, cocked the gat to her head and pulled back the shirt cover. But what he saw made him start to cringe and stutter, cause he was staring into the eyes of his own mother. She looked back at him and cried cause he...
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Wind that back. Hold on. Before I even say anything, hold on. Wind that back.
Cocked the gat to her head and pulled back the shirt cover. But what he saw made him start to cringe and stutter, cause he was staring into the eyes of his own mother. She looked back at him and cried cause he had forsaken her. She cried more painfully, and when they were raping her,
You wanted to be down so bad. You just ran a train, gang bang, raped your mom, and you about to blow her head off too, bro. You need to die. So let her shoot him.
Made him start to cringe and stutter, cause he was staring into the eyes of his own mother. She looked back at him and cried cause he had forsaken her. She cried more painfully, and when they were raping her, his whole world stopped. He couldn't even contemplate. His corruption had successfully changed his fate, and he remembered how his mom used to come home late, working hard for nothing, cause now what was he worth? He turned away from the woman that had once given him birth, and crying out to the sky cause he was lonely and scared. But only the devil responded cause God wasn't there, and right then he knew what it was to be empty and cold, and so he jumped off the roof and died with no soul. They say death takes you to a...
That's exactly what the fuck he get. Yeah, he just jumped off the roof. That's what you needed to do, you dirty dog.
Empty and cold, and so he jumped off the roof and died with no soul. They say death takes you to a better place, but I doubt it. After that they killed his mother and never spoke about it. And listen, cause the story that I'm telling is true, cause I was there with Billy Jacobs and I raped his mom too.
This is some whack. Don't put no shit like this in my shit no more. Hey yo, cause he said, you know how I know? Cause I was there and I raped his mom too. Well, look, that will put you. That's a lie, cause you will be in jail, brother. Cause you said she died and the son died. That look crazy. I don't know, or unless it looked like he shot her and then jumped off the. Still shouldn't have said nothing. Still should have said that.
And now the devil follows me everywhere that I go. In fact, I'm sure he's standing among one of you at my shows. In every street cipher listening to little thugs flow. He could be standing right next to you and you wouldn't know. The devil grows inside the hearts of the selfish and wicked. White, brown, yellow, and black color is not restricted. You have a self-destructive destiny when you're inflicted. And you'll be one of God's children that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So when the devil wants to dance with you, you better say never. Because a dance with the devil might last you forever.
Okay. Okay. He said, okay. Hey, yo. Dance with the devil. I don't know. Like I said, I never heard that one time. Never even heard of this person. Um, like to me overall, that song is hard, and the bars even still fit till today. I really like the way he was able to that storytelling for bro 6 minutes and 30 seconds of straight storytelling. That shit was dope as hell. The only thing is, I hope that story wasn't true. One, I hope y'all ain't make this boy rape his own rape his own mom and tell him to blow her shit off, and that's his mom just to be in y'all gang. Second of all, what is my mom even doing there? Oh my goodness, that song was all over the place. Then he jumped off the roof. Then they still bluesed his mom. I wouldn't be rapping a rape on some lady, bro. I swear to God. Hey, bro, Dab. Hey, bro. I swear. No cap. I would not be rapping about that shit, bro. That is wild. He should have put Slim on there. He should have put Eminem on there.